a
Wait,
firefight.
alright.
Okay, you just left party
So
when
if
he
we
wasn't
do
watching and just
Moldor-
nuked him,
Yeah.
and then rejoined the party.
Bring your-
That's toxic,
bring-
bro.
Bring your rogue. Universe level
Yeah.
60.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah.
Is it even on this server?
Yeah.
Wow, Mr.
He was one of
fucking
my
Money Legs over here.
he was one of my tailoring alts that I was just pumping cloth out of.
Fucking comping the cloth.
I can't lose now.
Why? Why not?
I lost like 1,000 gold at the beginning of this gambling session. Now I'm up like 400.
Oh, I thought you meant you couldn't lose a fight in the arena. I'm like, dude, you certainly
Oh,
could
no,
lose one of those.
I'm 1-0, 1-0.
Dude, me and Ness had a
Yeah.
cripple fight, healer versus healer. It lasted like 15 minutes.
Frank went
Randomly
to
the
a
duel
GDKP,
ended.
and he joined
how
it
it was
like
my
30 minutes ago. It's like, I'm joining a GDKP. You're like,
No,
right
it was an
now? And
hour
he's like,
ago.
yeah, it'll be done soon. Don't worry. It'll be quick.
But you're gambling away
Fucking
your
in
money
and
while
in
you're
the
in
GDKP.
Isn't that like against...
Dude, I'm positive now, dude. Playing with house money now.
He's
gotta
walking away
gamble
with
enough.
Nothing though.
You gotta
Yeah,
gamble
if
enough.
you just
and eventually
gamble, if you
you'll
keep
make it back.
gambling, you eventually will. Yeah, it'll integer overflow, and you'll gain money.
Every single time, it's without fail.
Yeah, we gotta. Once I get in there, we're gonna be some gambling if someone else hasn't started.
Wait, I need to fucking AFK somewhere not inside of the arena because I'm all tabbed out of the game.
Yeah, because Dougie will fucking kill you.
He's gonna kill me. Is it safe? If you're
no,
on the,
we're in the same group. But you're alive. Like I
For
can't.
but
now.
somebody could leave the group but kill me. But as long as I'm up on the ledge, like it's not active, right? Like it's only down in the
Correct.
pit.
It's only when you touch the stones down here.
If you touch the fucking ground. I'm gonna fucking. Can I get on top of this? Be sick if I could get on top of this thing and like stand as like king of the fucking mountain.
I used to hide here on my like level 19 twink, try to get this stupid chest, and I never once got it.
What did they even give you?
It gives you Grandmaster.
You
Arena
gotta do it
Grandmaster.
12 times.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
I would hide right back here, shadow meld, and just I never once got it. It's so annoying.
Bum 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 bum. We need like lobby music. Where's Girth Bolt? Like, what the fuck? He's not even here.
Yeah, he's a real piece of work.
I could really go for Strobe by Deadmau5 right now.
Oh my
I
god.
know.
Stadium seating
It instantly
stands
shows
are
up in the
fake.
chat. You think if you rocket boots and slow fall, you could like
What?
jump from here onto the top of that?
The slideshow is streaming, Dobbin. What do you mean? I turned it on right at 8. Fucking dummy. But you don't start the show right at the start time because then you always got the stragglers.
You got the fashionably late people, and then
Yeah.
Shit, let me grab a
yeah,
beer.
don't read Discord.
Have you ever been to an event? Yeah, people who don't read, people who have their
Yeah, this
clock
is,
set
this
to
is like,
the wrong time zone.
You show up, you mingle a little bit.
Yeah, you mingle. This is the cocktail hour, but it's only going to be like 10 minutes.
I gotta grab my drink.
Yeah.
Torch, are you
exactly.
attacking my friend?
Take
he
a
need help?
bathroom,
Yo, you should
Just
add
say
like
the word.
Manstorm, like not just Raider and member.
Dobbin, just say the word.
He said he was gonna make a big speech.
Manastorm?
Yeah.
Where is
See
he
if
then?
We should see if Rayu and like Dawn Prayers want to come.
They're banned though.
Thon prayers. He wouldn't be.
That's toxic.
Beer till
Don't
12
invite sockets.
Yeah, dude.
George, heal me.
This was fucking weird, dude.
I wonder what happened to Sockets. Do you think he got deported back to England?
Deported back to England, eh? I don't know.
His bookie probably killed him.
No, I think his girlfriend left him because he was playing too much WoW, I'm pretty sure.
Can't
story
res you
was.
when we're up
Yeah,
here.
Oh,
Doug,
and then
we
he
have
got
to reinvite you.
deported.
No, Doug, you gotta make that walk like I did.
Ask Eld about it, dude. That was a weird night. Showing us fucking CCTV footage of
Dude,
fucking
I
people
fucking
getting
can't
caught
lose. It's just
in the act of
another
trying to, like,
434.
rob shit. This guy had fucking so many emails from like the police chief and shit. It was weird. He was like showing us his whole email. Yeah.
Oh wait, you actually can't res in here?
No, you can't. You gotta walk.
Oh yeah, I'm not
I
fucking
don't
leaving the
fucking know,
group.
dude.
Don't you dare.
It was just the police chief.
I
mean,
fucking forgot about
He was
sockets.
trying to be a police. He was trying to get into the police in Ontario because that's what he was doing when he was in England.
Who's color coordinating these groups, dude?
Girth. Girth is here. Is the music? Did he cue something good? What did he cue?
Strobe.
Hey, druids stick together, bro.
PhD said you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, and I don't know why it was
Whoa,
really it was unwarranted
whoa.
because
Whoa! I did not say that.
you were like you're showing the guy's like a minute late to the party. And
I didn't say he was a piece of shit. I just said usually
said-
he's late.
Dude, you said something way meaner than that. I don't remember what it was. Pro, were you streaming it? What did he say? Check the VOD.
This guy.
I think you got it. I think we're good. We'll check it after this. We'll
be
check
able to
out
check
play-by-play
the VOD.
replay.
We'll see what
The rest
Big
of
Heel
the
really
chat
You're going to
said
jail,
play-by-play.
PhD.
I think it was definitely less than 6 minutes ago. So
Oh,
I
it
think
was like
he's
3
caught.
minutes
He's-
ago. I
he's
was
caught. He was
almost to the
fucking
rant.
caught.
You're going to jail,
Oops, it's
PhD.
par for the course. So nothing new. Nothing new.
Yeah,
Damn
I mean, it wouldn't be shocking by any stretch of the imagination.
I was trying to fucking click the summoning portal and I started advancing the slideshow. How
No, I
embarrassing.
got a sneak peek.
I know. I know.
Mhm.
Spoiler alert. Does Jarvan have a slide?
Someone's birthday.
Jarvan doesn't have a slide. I asked Zizu to find me a funny Jarvan clip to include in there, and then he didn't really do it. And then I was too lazy. I mean, we've seen that all before. It's not that funny.
What? Not that funny.
Well, it is pretty funny. Who just killed? Who killed Big Heel Daddy?
Zizu.
It's toxic. That's a long run back.
I will start right at probably 8:00.
Table going
8
down. Table
and
going
30.
down.
Why won't my music channel load?
I feel like we got pretty low turnout this year. You know, last year we had a lot more people.
Joke's on you. I can just take res sickness.
You bitch. I was actually able to res you. I had 0.1 second left.
Whatever.
It was actually working. I don't know why. But it let me res you that time.
You could have said something.
How did you were gonna instant res sickness? You're a grown man. What are you doing?
I'm not gonna fucking ghost run back, man.
Of all the things you could have cast on me, George, had to be Fairy Fire. Yeah.
You open on me, dude.
Get rid of this shit, bro. Why can't
You
I hit
can't.
Dobbin? What the fuck?
He's on your party.
What? Get him out of there.
Just leave the party and you can hit anyone you want.
I'm not even in his group.
We're in a raid group together. What do you mean? So it's
Oh,
like you can,
right.
if you're in a raid
Point.
group, you can gang up on the people who are, you know, who were stupid and left the raid
No
group.
friends in here, dude.
Shotgun Claws is getting beat up.
So what was the secret sauce that Nick came up with?
Swapping out the actual IP address that my computer was looking for, like for my IPv4 or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it was static outside of what he got for DHCP.
Just
All right, I won't kill him.
You guys are, that's some real nerd speak, guys. I don't know if I like that. It's not, you know, this is gamer time, not fucking computer nerd time.
It's the same thing, basically, right?
Kill the pet. Kill the pet.
Are all the sides this
Look
bright?
at George just running away.
Are all the slides this bright? Turn your brightness down.
Gamers have a bad rap these days because there's so many fucking degenerates.
Yeah, like
I got a
you.
res.
Usually it's anime related, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
true.
I think they all have a white background to it.
You're out of range.
I think you gotta be in the party, and we gotta jump into the ring. I think, but if you die while not in the party, I don't think we're able to res you.
I get a sunburn watching
Invite
this
me.
fight.
Well,
No, you invite yourself.
Yeah, and so get him in,
It's
and I'll try to res him.
Dude, I could be resin.
No, you can,
I think Druid be resin.
Okay,
Someone
so
be
we
res.
just gotta be in the party. Then I try to res someone who wasn't. And it just
I'm
didn't work.
resing aim, not
Heal
the
me,
party.
heal me.
I just res
George, I
aim.
had you, bro. Zizu, you don't do shit to me.
Oh, I know that.
All right. It's starting time. Hope everyone has a drink and is ready to listen to me speak for hours and hours.
I'll battle res Zizu. Is he in the group?
A regular Thursday night.
All right.
Do you have water this time so you're not like?
Zizu, join the group so I can battle res you.
Water. I have an intermission slide this time, you know.
Oh, that's smart. So that way.
Learn from my mistakes of last year.
Jesus Christ.
I'm getting information slide.
It was like
Take it back.
last
Curveball is
May
a
of
piece
like
of shit.
2021. All right. So here's the warning. Lot of copy paste. The same format, same I just kept the slides in the same order too. Everything is like almost the same. I don't really have a big pregame speech like I did last year. I just want to say that I love everyone in the guild, and this is like my way of making fun of everyone in a fun way. So don't get offended when I say mean things about you.
Yeah.
And last year's speech was a much more sad. This year, I'm just happy that we're still going. It's like actually our guild's 3-year anniversary on this 27th, so that's fun. You know, it's an exciting time for us.
Yay.
So hopefully we continue to be friends. You know, and that's it for the that's where all the nice sappy stuff ends. A lot less sappy. And then a quick shout out. Well, Zuja's not even here yet. She's late. It's Zuja's birthday tonight, and it's Uthric's birthday, right? So we're not singing to them, though. We're not doing that. But they'll get a shout out. I don't know if it might be someone else's birthday. If it is, congrats. But yeah, Zuja is turning 25, and Uthric is turning 55.
Happy birthday.
So this
Sucks.
slide completely recycled. I didn't even change it one bit. There's our tabard. There's the T-shirt. I'm wearing that T-shirt right now. This was back in classic.
Face cam.
I'm not.
I was
turning
under
my
the
camera
impression there would be face cams.
on. I could turn my face cam on, but it's like why? It's hard. Like then, how are you gonna watch my face cam and the slideshow at the same time? Not gonna
I
work
got
out.
3 screens.
Who doesn't have 2 screens?
Just put it under your desk.
Let the man
Yeah, this is a classic screenshot for me. 420 members, 69 online. You know, that's just a good time. So here's some highlights from TBC. Here's our level 70 speed running crew. And RIP to Mr. Roarlord. We miss him. But there's Dougie, Frida, George, Blue Fury, and Roar. That doesn't need much explaining. Here are some nice memes. There's a bingo from my birthday night. There's the auction house here. There's the DKP chart. I don't have to explain much of these. These are more just for your pleasure. You can look at them. You have a giggle. We move on to the next slide.
Hold on. I gotta screenshot that.
You gotta look at
The Rayu one.
Bro, yeah, the Rayu one is funny. I think Zizu made that, right? It had to be Zizu. This bingo card was a combination of, it was Tan and Mai's birthday, and everyone decided to make a bingo card for the raid. That was pretty fun. I don't think we ever played bingo, but Here's some really cute friendship pictures. The screenshot from all of us pretending to be each other on the poll for Rayu. Everyone saying goodnight and good morning in the Discord. On the left here, we have me and Zizu and Mike figuring out what's the best way to stack washing machines to make a kilometer. Just really nice friendship we promote here in this guild. Here's some feet pics.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Oh, shit.
Can you guess whose feet is whose? Whose feet is whose? Anyone know? Anyone know?
Oh, those are Mike's feet right there.
Which ones?
The one on the left.
Those are my toes.
Look at it backwards. Mike is on the right.
Those are my toes.
Is
My
that
feet.
Finn? Is
My
that yours
feet.
on the left?
Yeah, mine are on the left.
Yeah, those dogs are
I totally
bark.
thought Mike would be a socks and sandals kind of guy.
Mike
That's
is
what I
not
was
a
thinking.
socks and sandals kind of guy. That's me.
Not
And
surprised.
here's some bird pics. Very nice. That's it's very aesthetically pleasing, this screenshot.
Like a album cover.
Yeah, it's
Synchronized
nice.
flag.
I like it. Here's some pussy pics for all of you pussy enjoyers out there.
Yeah. It's my cat.
Hey, that's my cat.
Congrats.
Hell yeah.
Here's some fun. These screenshots actually were all from just last week of Jackbox. You know, there's some real funny stuff here. We've got Armageddon versus Francis Dead on the Ground on the right here. That's a classic. This other one, which I thought was interesting, the Spectros v Dalbin. What? I'm doing something. Nico, come here.
Did she fart?
Missing the fire elementals there.
Anyways, Spectros v Dalbin. What I thought was most funny about this is it's neck and neck. You know, the votes are even 3-3, split. No one can decide. And then this other one, I don't really know. Someone was Corvo is dog in tunic and they're stroking my dong. I don't know about any of that, but it was a fun night the other night. Here's another Jackbox screenshot. I honestly have no recollection of what the fuck this was, but I saw it in my screenshots, and I'm like, this is like the cringe shit, most cringe thing ever. Like, what are all these fucking? Look at Eldacar.
It was like
Very
Clue.
strange. Yeah, I don't even remember what game we were playing, but I found this and I was like, oh gosh.
I lost.
I'm
So-
sad you don't have my my
Oh yeah.
profile
I'm
pic
not,
from the
okay,
last
for
time.
all those who missed it, Frida made a little animated avatar of someone coming on someone else's face, and it was disgusting, and I didn't include it in the slideshow. This is a family-friendly show,
It's a
Frida.
PG-13 slideshow.
So, next part of the show is we're gonna go through
Well,
some
I think
raid,
you guys know,
fun raid
there's level
infographics.
70s that are fighting up
Go kill
here.
'em.
If you guys want to come kill some horde.
Where?
So here's our first couple Karas. We did Kara for the first time June 6th. We didn't kill all the bosses. It was a bit of a stressful time. On the 7th, we killed Prince. There was our raid comp, and we didn't kill Nightbane for the first time until like a week later. You know, we are quite pumped.
First
Where
Kara,
would
we
be
only missed
Zerlith?
Prince.
Yeah, it was a
Wait
little
week
bit.
to get the summon.
Dude,
Did you-
Frida got
Probably.
Took you a month to
by
kill Prince?
Not a month.
That was like
Oh,
the
a
week
day.
it came out.
Oh, you guys.
English
Yeah.
dating.
Oh, you don't.
American dating.
It goes.
What is that shit?
It's because month
Wonky order.
15, and then you're like,
Month, day.
it took you guys until month 15 to kill Nightbane. What the fuck are you guys doing? What was that? Wow, that's a while. So here's our first Prince kill there. Very nice. You know, we got a lot. There's a lot of fat people in there. Like Nesca, look how fat that guy looks. I think, you know, there's Gyrus featured in a screenshot, you know, for
Oh,
all of
there
you
he
who
is.
remember that guy.
Hey.
Tattle, you know, trip down memory lane here. Here's
also
the
working-
guild
Where's he at?
first king of the basement boss that Zizu wanted for the shadow gear. We got a really nice screenshot there.
Congrats.
Nothing dropped. The worst item ever dropped, but we posed for a screenshot.
Never went
you know?
back again.
We never went back again. First Gruel Mag, we did it on a Saturday of this same week, or the second. This is the second week. Maybe it was the first lockout week. I don't remember. We killed the Gruel after some wipes. Look at these healing numbers. The
Damn, look at
DPS
those healing and
numbers.
DPS
Terrible.
numbers,
Yeah,
man.
really bad.
Holy
And then
fuck.
we didn't kill Mag. We wiped 7 times on Mag, and we can't do it. Lil West was in the raid under Rageblade before he quit, and we tried to make him tank on Mag, and he just failed miserably. It was embarrassing. And we wiped.
You have
Oops,
3
sorry about
yellows
that.
in there, that's why.
Yeah, a lot of pretty bad raid comp. But here's the Gruel picture, very nice. And here's the first mag kill the following week. It took us 9 minutes and 2 seconds. It's the slowest I've ever seen. Pro-Wind with his top deeps. 1198. That's pretty good back then.
That's pretty good back
1198.
then.
You know, ooh, that's pretty good.
9 minutes though, Jesus.
9 minutes long. Yep, that's quite long. Yeah, that's pretty consistent. Here's a little goodbye Sulfurous picture from 8/26. Oh, so the anniversary's tomorrow, not Saturday. Anyways, from the 26th, and it's funny. We actually left Sulfurous exactly 2 years after Classic started. I thought that was interesting. But we got a little screenshot of us going to Orgrimmar killing shit. There's everyone leaving, and this at the bottom. I'm not gonna read it, but it's just a really, really nice message that Seal Fate was giving to the new members of the.
I forgot we all posted copy pastas
We were
on the
posting,
server Discord
posting
when
this
we
on the
came
new
over.
server Discord, and everyone was.
I would
Like
like
a bunch of us
narration
did it.
by Seal Fate of that
yeah,
message, please.
they were definitely. They didn't think it was funny. We thought it was funny. Anywho, so our first SSC, here's some stats. Top DPS tattle, top heals, Svenergy, pretty impressive. I beat Ass Eating Pro, not to brag. We didn't really get much done, as you can see. We killed Hydros and Leo at Fathom Lord, and we wiped a bunch on Morgrim without killing him. So really, really solid. Group 2 did a little bit better because they also killed Lurker, right?
That's
so
right.
good for them.
Lurker, bitches.
They got Lurker. They got one more boss. This was, and interestingly enough, if you look at these Group 1, Group 2, they're completely different than our more recent ones. So, definitely completely random.
Yeah, half those people don't even play anymore.
Scott Heels was pumping. Yeah, that guy was quite the pumper. On to the first Tempest Keep. We wiped 13 times on Alar, never killed it, and then we just went and killed Void Reaver because we gave up. We were like, you know what? We're not gonna kill Alar.
Look how many yellows we brought.
We're just gonna go kill Void Reaver instead. This is going terrible, and that was fun. We killed Void Reaver in one shot though, and as you'll see, I think the other group, it took them 2 shots to kill Void Reaver. So they kind of weren't so good. But they killed Alar.
We got Alar, and we got everybody's Alarian.
Didn't want to Void Reaver. That's the easiest boss. So tit for tat, pretty close there. Here's our first Kael'thas, or not. This is Kael'thas, whatever. The fucking boss names in this expansion are too close together. Really, really long fight there. Corrupt, Guy Heals, both no longer with us. But Corrupt might be back in Wrath. Who the fuck knows? Nice little picture there. First Bash kill was easily way too late, but whatever. Here's the picture. We couldn't do it without making a mega group, but not really for the purposes of having the best group, but it was just because we needed to be able to clear all the other bosses in one night, so we had time to finish Bash.
We just needed to make sure we had all the right buffs and debuffs.
Yeah, right. And we just kind of wiped the floor.
Vash and KT were far too.
Yeah, they were tough, and we just kind of had to actually try hard a little bit to get our first kill, and it was fine. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, we got it.
We got it pre-nerf.
Yeah, we got them all pre-nerf. Here's a little snapshot of the Parsh Queens of the SSCTK era. Some familiar faces up near the top. It's easy to aim. Dougie. They're way up there as they always are. The healers, very quickly. We have some pumpers and then some middle of the roads. Anywho, on to Highjaw. Fun fact here, technically, because Group 1, this was Group 1, but Group 2 finished before us, so they killed Archimonde first. So that was, and the statistic here is that that's the first time I was ever not in the raid when we killed a boss for the first time, because we were too slow and we sucked so bad, and I honestly blame Francis.
I think it's because you took too many yellows.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Wait, there's 5 hunters in this group too. Look at the hunters. There's 5 hunters in this group. We have 5 hunters.
Christ.
5 hunters and 3 rogues. Yeah, boys.
Also,
and then the other group has 4 hunters and 2 rogues. Look at that. So we have 9 hunters, 5 rogues between the 2 grade groups. This group, and if I'll go back one slide. Look, we finished at 10:17. They finished at 10:04. So just a little bit faster. That was neck and neck. They were just 15 minutes faster. And Rayu was in.
That's why.
Yeah, they had Rayu. That's why.
Rayu. I remember that.
Rayu.
We had him.
Scary, fucking scary, man. So here's our first Black Temple. We ran it on a Sunday, Sunday Fun Day. We one-shot everything until we got to Mother. And Mother only took us 6 pulls. We had 7 wipes on Council. We didn't actually kill Council. We kind of ran out of time. But for our first run at it, it was pretty good. Mostly one-shots. And it was really just a mix of random pot of who can come to the raid on Sunday. Whoever the fuck who can make it. So our first Illidan kills. One group killed it. This is the same day. We killed it at 8:05. The other group killed it at 8:11. It's because they're slow. But look at this though. Our duration was 2 minutes slower somehow. But so I don't know what they were doing because we only had Illidan left, right? It's just they were standing around. Weren't you guys waiting for the tank to log on or something? Wasn't somebody late?
I'm trying to remember what actually happened. I think
we didn't have a tank.
You had to go respec
Francis.
I had to go respec to tank. That's right.
Our group didn't have Tan. Yeah, because we had 2 tanks not show up, and so we
Francis
were waiting for Tan. So we had Francis come in.
Tan was late, dude. He got there the moment we killed it.
Yep.
And the shield dropped, right?
So, anyways,
And
we
the shield drop,
healed
yes.
it with Francis tanking and just didn't have the raid full and didn't even care. Or maybe we brought in the DPS. I don't remember. No, the raid was full because we just traded. I don't know. Who cares? It was scuffed. We killed it. Akama was top heals for both groups.
No, you
really
got
solid
24
player.
people.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Nescamil was second place. Big Heal Daddy second place. You know, but hey, they can't always win.
Your raid has 24 people.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
like how
thought.
each group only has like 3 shamans.
Yeah, our group was terrible.
That's bad.
But here's the BT Hydro parses. I will brag. By the end of that phase, look at this. Like, we had 22 DPS above 95 best average. I was just short at 94.8. I was, didn't quite make it good enough. Whoops. And the healers too. Pretty. Look at that Nuberhex with 99s across the board on every single fight.
Wow, what a guy.
Absolutely, Chad.
Who is
Ray
that
Law
guy?
would invite that guy right now. He's like, find them. 99s.
Are you lol inviting Holy Pally?
And then here we go. We're into Sunwell. We killed Caligos in 15 pulls, which, isn't that impressive. But it was actually like top 100 on the server for Caligos. Not bad. 6 pulls on Brutalis. We didn't end up killing it. Luva, Nuberhax, All-Stars there. Group 2, I can't find the logs anywhere. So I have no idea. I have no clue what happened during the first Sunwell on the other group. I was unable to find any logs.
Pretty sure we just wiped.
Yeah, I think you guys just wiped the
I don't
and then somebody was just, and then we just were so ashamed of it, we just deleted the logs. We were like, this never.
I feel like that is a pretty accurate vibe of Raid 1.
Also,
and
though,
Raid 2.
now,
Like it,
okay,
like it.
I will point out this isn't meant to be an insult, because look, this picture from Georgian was posted on October 6, 2021, which was way before this Sunwell. So Georgian was not actually making fun of our current Raid 1
He was foreshadowing.
dues, but
It's foreshadowing.
That's a giant
Definitely
foreshadow.
accurate.
because by the end of Sunwell, that's what it felt like to me.
Literally Naruto Sasuke.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Raid 1, Raid
No,
2.
we came back. We came back and we one-shot it the next day, or like the next raid.
The next week,
Yeah, it was like
one
one
shot
shot.
it, and then
we wiped it all night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here was our first KJ kill. Obviously, it took us way longer than I had hoped, but that's okay. I was happy we killed everything before any nerfs came in. We had tons of fucking pulls on KJ and Muru. Like our Muru first kill was like only after like 65 pulls or something like that. But this KJ kill was really solid. We came in and we like one-shot it or two-shot it, and then we immediately sent Zizu over to Raid 2 to go help them kill Muru on his Shadow Priest. Jorshan was riding the dragons because we didn't have another tank to do it. J Dagger, Big Healed Daddy doing some pumping. Lil Wes coming in from the bench hot, filling
The
in
ringer.
some holes. Always down to ring. Oh, notice again. Look at how bad the comp is. We got 4 hunters. I know you're so good, dude.
I walked in.
Here's this pull right here. They one-shot it. Frida was on. I remember because we had to do Muru first. You guys, your first kill.
Frida was
we
on the
had
train.
Muru left. Frida was on
I
the
was on a
train.
fucking train, yeah.
I was doing all the call-outs for KJ from Discord. This screenshot, by the way, is like the worst screenshot I've ever seen. This guy doesn't know how to hide his UI. Not only is his UI just terrible, but he doesn't even know how to hide the UI for this. Also, like his,
Jesus.
he's got like all this window. Like look at he's got. You can see his Windows taskbar and like.
Oh, man.
I'm like, can somebody send me a
Windows
screenshot
S.
of the
Is
boss
that a
kill?
Windows
And
S?
Tesla Coil sends me this. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you, man? Are you retarded?
He used the snipping
I-
tool. didn't
Anyways,
I have to
Yeah.
say, like, this is maybe the most Mason screenshot I've ever seen. Like that.
and the bow dropped. Huge grats to Lunk there. He got that bow. It was their first kill. Bow boom. And yeah, like Pro said, that was Pro's first pull of the boss ever. He's your little good luck charm, as they say. And then here's the Sunwell Parse summary with the tanks. I included the tanks for this summary, And there's the DPS. I actually
number one
had
parsing tank in the guild, man.
Yeah, I put a really big X through this Shotgun Claws guy. He is absolutely trash. Nella, who hasn't raided in weeks, is still better than Shotgun Claws. Fun fact.
Damn.
I had to actually change this stupid infographic after this week because Kadama came back from being on vacation and was like, I passed everyone in parses. And I knew he'd be, I knew if we got here and it wasn't up to date and he was sitting there at like 4th or something, he would have been like, hey, I'm a number 1. So I had to update it.
Me and Nuber went from
You're
Top to
absolutely
bottom.
right, Sven.
No, this isn't bottom. This is like, I mean, your Nubrax is 7th and you're or 6th and you're 7th. That's not bottom. We have more healers than this underneath it. Like it's
Look
not the.
Poor Frida with all his MS
the top.
parses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at those arms parses from Frida.
God
Really
damn
nice
it.
stuff there. Okay, now on to the. We're gonna start roasting everyone a little bit. This is the more, we're done with summarizing what the guild is doing, and we're going to get into everyone else. So here's some snippets from officer chat. There's one of Frida sending us Morse code. There's another message here of Francis saying that we need to get Nella hard as fuck when he comes back from raiding. That was a bit strange. So we officers, we make all the wrong decisions. If you were wondering why the raid's not going well, just ask us to recruit some more ringers. And expect some new trash strats every week. New trash strats. You gotta expect that. We're testing them.
Yeah, limit testing every week.
Here I am here with Grandola. I'm winner of the My Girlfriend Has the Loudest Farts award. And Steph can't hear me right now, luckily, because she probably wouldn't.
You got really quiet when you said that.
Some honorable mentions here are stop posting pictures of your food and the Ice Clink Award. And I don't have ice in my cup right now because I didn't put it in the freezer in time, and it's still all liquidy. So that's a bit unfortunate for you guys. But thank you for clinking for me. Here's some screenshots from LFG chat of a lot of people giving me good feedback. Team Sven for president. Sven rescued my mother from the bottom of a well. Like, kind of just showing off how good of a guy I am. The server loves me. Except for this guy, Porty. I'm a racist motherfucker, he says. I don't know about that. But anyways, on to the next guy here. Here's Francis, Frank the Tank. He was temporarily the guild master. He's winner of the most likely to say something that makes absolutely no sense at all award. Here's some screenshots of him. Oops, I wiped the raid. And then here's another screenshot. Oops, accidentally hurt. That's just some highlights of Francis. An honorable mention for him is the most likely for everyone to ask him tons of questions while I'm offline because they don't feel like DMing me or something, or everyone just bothers Frank. They don't want to go to daddy. They go ask mommy. You know what I mean? Oh, and this picture, this is just me and Frank were out to dinner with some friends, and
Why is his head so
I can't
big?
believe you did Dougie like that.
That's just the size of his head.
Yeah, the one on the exactly the one on the right actually is him. That's I didn't change that at all. That's what he looks like. So here's Frida, joined on 9/2. These are some old. I won't read everyone's join date. I just like to include it there because it's a fun fact if you don't know it. So he's a gangster. I know the snake picture is old, but I feel like there might have been people who haven't seen it. So I always got to include the snake picture. Here's him admitting he was gay. There's his screenshot from the train.
That's the one picture you include from game.
He's the winner of the I Can't Play Your Class for You award, because if you mess up in the raid, that's what he's going to say. He's like, you know what, guys, I can't play your class for you. He honorable mentions raiding from the train and comping. Those are two of his specialties.
I invented that.
Vengeful enemy.
Yeah. So here we have Nescamil. This is Nescamil on the right during leveling up. He's the winner of the Not the Bees award. Some honorable mentions here are the Know It All award. He thinks he knows everything, but now he might no longer be the richest guild member, but maybe he still is. I'm honestly not sure. I gave him a shout out there for buying all the groceries for the raid every week off the auction house. Appreciate that from him.
Groceries.
Here's Neela, winner of the Best of Times, Worst of Times award. Because whenever he's around, the guild's the best, and whenever he's not around, it's the worst.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This picture is Nella talking about whenever Rayu says his name wrong. That's what he thinks about, which I thought that was pretty funny. Honorable mentions for him. He almost got burned out, but he's still the most wholesome guildie. And this snippet at the bottom is a excerpt from Nella actually wrote this document for teaching his raiders how to raid better. Saying that we need 3 full-time healers for trash, 4 for most of the bosses, 2 tanks, 3 for some pulls, effective CC, a lot of priests, a lot of pallies. This was his plan of attack in Karazhan. He sent me this.
Healers.
You know what? I'm like, we're not doing any of that, Nella. Sorry.
Times were different,
This was TBC.
4 healers.
This was TBC.
He
You
had
have to
3 tanks, 4 healers, dude.
It was a different guild to be in.
Who's doing the damage?
Watch any guide from back then, and they're like running 10 heals in fucking Sunwell. I understand.
So
I understand.
times
Dude, I was out
no.
Jesse Warlocks as a tank on Gruul. Come on.
So here's Nuberhax. He only does the healing assignments award. That's all he's known for. Some people aren't even sure who that guy is, and he finally quit retail to be with us full time, and we love that about him. You know.
Yay.
Also, I don't know if he wanted me to share this picture, but I didn't really care because last year I put a picture of him as a kid on there. I thought, whatever. At least he's an adult in this picture, yeah.
Yeah, no pictures of kids on here.
So here we go. We're going for the tanks. They always are looking for more hots. They're not going to remember to use defensive trinkets or pots. One set Andes. They're the thick boys. Don't show them this picture though. Don't ever make sure. They don't like that. They don't like this picture.
I hate that thing.
So here we go. Here's Floyd. He's the most consistent tank award. Here's him with his beautiful wife. And honorable mentions, the alt booster and the OG prop pally. As soon as prop pally was good, he was like, fucking sign me up. I don't want to heal no more, baby. Here we have Dalbenhammer. Who, if many people don't know, is actually like a dragon sexually, and according to this post, if you want to read it. He's the most improved tank award. He went from literally the worst piece of garbage we've ever seen to just the best tank we've ever seen.
Jesus
Some
Christ.
honorable mentions there is the oh fuck award. If any of you remember that instance, we're almost our first KJ killed. Boss is at like 5% health. All of a sudden we hear oh fuck, and we're like and then we all die. I don't know if he came on his keyboard and it's got the wrong button stuck down, but no, only time will tell.
Just cool.
Other honorable mentions is he's the only one with Ashes of Alar, so you can make fun of him all you want, but he's gonna dunk on you. Only one with it. And that's a real cute doggy picture over there too.
Cute dog.
Here's Shotgun Claws. He's the winner of the second best parsing druid tank in the guild award. Honestly, he was a close second. He almost had that number one slot, couldn't quite get it. Honorable mentions here is he thought that there was a confirm button when you were naming a character, and that's why his name is Shotgun Claws now.
Lesson learned.
And he's also the meme fetcher. If you're ever looking for some memes, but you don't want to slew through the muck, just ask Mike. He'll find you the good stuff.
Dude, are those real pit vipers or are they photoshopped on?
No, Photoshop them on, dude.
Yeah, what? I'm going the wrong way. My bad, guys. I was trying to go back. No, they're real. What do you mean?
Did he Photoshop those on?
No. Yeah, what do you mean?
Didn't you?
It's a filter, dude. It's an Instagram
filter.
Anyway, so here's Tom. Some interesting pictures of him over there. He loves to flex on us. And I gave him he joined the guild mid-raid in the middle of trash. We were fighting SSC. I saw him posting an LFG. Prop warrior looking for guild. I'm like, yo, you want to come raid right now? He says, yeah. And we got him in.
Solid.
He's pretty solid. Honorable mentions is he's most likely to be arrested and that his girlfriend is currently angry with his wife.
He's still a drug lord.
True, yeah.
Probably is. So on to the rogues. They only care about one thing, or maybe two things, if you count both glaives. You can hardly fit more than one in each raid group, and if they don't tricks who I say, I'm going to dock their DKP and Wrath. Just keep that in mind, rogues.
Rogue's life.
So here we have Seal Fate. This is like some sort of amalgamation of Seal Fate and Frida combined into one essence, so to speak. So he's the winner of the God Claves way before Frida Award.
God damn it.
His honorable mentions is he's a retired retail Keystone Master, and he's gonna fix your granny's cable. That's his job. Now I included a clip here, and I'm hoping, is it my screen gonna share the right thing if I escape out of the show? God damn it! Let me try this. Is it showing my browser?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's what I want. I just want to open this and go to this, and so we should watch this clip.
Try not
what
to
is
show
this?
the porn.
Misbehaving.
It's gonna be a butthole.
I hope you can. Can you guys hear? Wait, can you hear my scream too?
Yes.
All right. This is just a clip about Seal Fate. Let's see. Gonna compete with Seal Fate, dude. He's Chad. I mean, he's got a big bulbous penis. So, anyways, that's just a clip of me saying that Seal Fate's a Chad with a thick bulbous penis. So.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, what the fuck is this? What did I do? Now it's like in weird mode.
Press F11.
F11.
Okay, there we go. Anyways, that was a quick little clip. Here's Sanzio. I reused this picture, man. He hasn't posted any new content to us in a while. He's still looking fresh, though, I bet. He's the winner of the He Watched Seal Fate Live Out His Rogue Dreams. You know, got the glaives, got the glory. His honorable mentions was he's lost a lot of gold to Kadama. Here's a screenshot here of him owing Kadama a lot of money and immediately leaving the guild. See that one? He lost the role, left the guild. And he's also the newest airline pilot. You know, so grats to him. Maybe him and Mike will crash midair someday.
Second best pilot in the guild.
Second best, yeah. Here's Entica.
Yeah, behind Ton.
He's winner of the. Turns out he lives near me, Francis, and Dougie, but we always forget to invite him to the meetups. Honorable mentions: one Glaive Andy. That's sad, but you know, more than Sanzio. And we're gonna miss him in Wrath. I mean, he's not even here tonight, but we're still gonna miss him. He's kind of hanging up his weapons for Wrath. He's out of here. Next on the list, we have the Shamans, the heroes of the raid, the Bongo Boys. Easiest class. If you want to stay off the bench, play a Shaman. The melees love them, the casters love them, the raid leaders love them. There's some Bongos, you know, self-explanatory that one. So here's Soul Tunic. Funny enough, when Tesla Coils was sending me these pictures, he labeled this one as a picture of Soul Tunic and Eldakar, which it's not a picture of Soul Tunic and Eldakar, but you know, that's okay. I gave him the winner of the. This is his younger brother. This is not Eldakar. Soul Tunic's on the right and his brother's on the left.
Okay.
So he's the best homie award because he's the best homie, one of the best homies in the guild, and he's the number one homie to his little bro here. Honorable mentions is he's the most likely to show up in Discord at 2 a.m. drunk, and he's going to say something weird and immediately log out. Other than that, he's the president of the Fuck Rayu Club.
Fucking right.
Hell yeah, dude.
So here we have Yant. We're giving him the Perseverance Award because he somehow came to raid every week, albeit a little late, but he was couch surfing. He literally was just couch surfing. Doesn't have anywhere to stay. Still coming to raid. That's pretty badass. Also, honorable mentions here. The raid is a lot less fun when he didn't have a mic. And another honorable mention is the Gay Bear Award. I don't think I have to explain that one at all.
Can I have a default?
What?
He gets that by default, though.
Yeah, but I mean, if there was another gay bear in the guild, he would win, you know?
He'd be better.
It's an honorable mention, okay? You know, cut me some slack here. Here we have Anakush with, here's the, you know, the better version of the picture earlier of her and Floyd. And she's just the level-headed award, I think. She's never raging about anything at all. And it must be that she just rages in real life or something, because I never heard her raging in game. And an honorable mention here is that she's the only good shaman healer left that's going to stay healing in Wrath. All the other shamans we have healing in Wrath are trash.
True.
And if you didn't get that joke, you know, just go look at the Wrath sign-up page. Here we have Darklands. He's smelly. Now you'll notice here, anyone that has random pictures that make really no sense. If I couldn't find something about someone, I just Google search their character name, and that's what they got. Everyone had ample time to send me pictures if they wanted, so who knows. So he's Ray's favorite shaman. He's always there with the drums, the Wind Fury, the party buffs. Honorable mentions, he's a real nice guy award, and he'll always come to Gruul for a chance at DST. So, you know, keep that in mind if you're putting a Gruul together.
Except yesterday when it dropped.
Here we have Tesla Coils. He's the worst librarian I've ever met. He offered to catalog all the pictures in Discord for me for this slideshow, and then he went through like one channel and sent me like 5 pictures. And I was like, wow, that was the biggest help ever. Honorable mentions.
20 pictures of your food, though.
Yeah. Like, I haven't seen those before. So, honorable mentions here. Very musical wife. Sometimes you hear her playing the skin flute in the background. And he's Frida's BFF.
Oh, yeah, brother.
My best friend.
And I'm not sure if... I'm assuming that this picture was him and his wife, and he doesn't want to show, so he put himself on there. But I was like, it's kind of a weird, you're posing with yourself, or I don't know, or are you wishing that your shaman was your wife? I don't know, man. This is kind of strange. So I'm not sure about this picture, but I thought it was a nice picture.
Sven, are you telling me you don't want to fuck your character?
Not only in Boomkin form. Next up here we have Broshamdi. He's winner of the Guess Who's Back award because he took his once per X-Pac break. Bam, he's back. Some honorable mentions. He loves to stir the pot. He loves to stir. He loves that. And then the other thing is he's the least likely to look anything in real life like his in-game characters. Look at his character look at his rogue. Look at his other characters in other games. I don't think he looks like that. And here's a really nice picture of me and Broshamdi just relaxing. We're here at the brothel in Goldshire. I'm about to hang out with Michelle Bell here, and he's with Princess Josetta, and we're just getting ready to pump. You know what I mean? Here we have Kraid. Here's a screenshot of him losing Shroud of Contempt to a hunter. That's very nice. Here's a picture of his ideal raid comp for Frida's parsing. A lot of hysteria, lots of tricks of the trade. Frida loves this guy. And he's the most likely to lose tons of arena rating whenever he plays with us instead of Pugs. I gave him this award because I remember we'd play some arenas with him, and I just watch his rating go down and down and down and down as we lose games over and over again. And I was like, damn, I bet this guy loves playing games with us. Honorable mentions, he's Darkland's #1 competitor. Both of those enhanced Shaman's boys are pumping. And he's got a really solid resto off spec. It's nice to have a guy who can flex like that and be reliable. Next up, we have Lock Buff here. Now, this picture might not make sense, but if you think about it, Lock Buff, Warlocks, Warlock buffs, I thought it made a lot of sense. I couldn't find anything else. And as you can tell, we don't know much about this guy, because there's hardly anything on this slide. But first he was Ellie, and now he's Resto. And that's all I had to say. Oh, and this asshole baited me time and time again. Like, every other week in Sunwell, he's like, I have a lock friend that's interested in joining. He sent me the guy's logs. I'm like, that guy's a pumper. Get him in here. And then he's like, oh, the guy changed his mind. Next week, it was like at least 3 times he told me this lock was going to join. I was so excited, and he let me down. And honestly, that's not very nice. Next up on the list, we have Ezaf, but which turns out his name's actually EZAF, but I just call him Ezaf all the time. But he's the only one of his family that stuck around. If you guys remember Corrupt and Calvito and all of them, they're all like cousins and they all left. And he stuck around. He's a cool guy. And he got banned, but at least he did it after Prague was over. There's an honorable mention there. And yeah, everyone calls him Ezaf, but I realized recently when I was looking up pictures of his name that it's like supposed to be like easy as fuck. But, whatever, I guess. I don't know who this guy is in the EZAF TV, but that's what happens when you Google stuff. This one makes even less sense. Mr. Grobo. Apparently, Grobo is like a strange marijuana growing box product. And when I looked up Grobo on Google, it was just pictures of marijuana showing up. And I'm like, that's kind of strange. And he's the new guy that I can't come up with any good awards for award. And honorable mention is that he's the second best new guy pumper because his Feral Druid buddy was quite the more pumper. But they're both not, I don't think they're sticking around with us in Wrath, but I had to include them there on the raid roster. Next up, we have Girth Girl. She went out to get cigarettes and she never came back. And yeah, what does girth have to do with sexual pleasure anyways? Yeah, I don't think so. Honorable mention is I still message her when I need to get a hold of Luva, because even though she doesn't play with us, she responds way better than Luva does, so that's helpful. Oh, look at that. We're at the intermission. Perfect time to take a break.
Oh my god, he made an
take a pee,
intermission?
take a shit, refill your drink, relax, think about how you've already wasted so much time, and we're just about halfway done.
There's a random level 19 druid here.
Where?
Oh, because it's almost time for the 9 o'clock box.
Oh, is there a box at 9?
Yeah.
We gotta fucking camp him, dude.
There's no chance that I'm letting this guy get this.
Dude,
are we all fighting for the box?
You should let him have it.
Fuck no.
Come on,
dude.
Camp
Where is he?
him,
Where is
dude.
he?
Give him a break.
Camp him, dude.
Dude, you gotta earn it.
He's got the
permanent,
fishing
just
hat.
keep him permanently CC'd.
Dude, this
Okay,
guy
the
is.
box.
Oh, he's already got Arena Grandmaster.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. He's already got it.
Get out of here, ZZ.
I didn't check the time when we hit this slide. I should have been like, we'll be back. Exactly. I guess I don't really
stay
care
away
if
from
somebody
my
comes
teammate.
back late.
Oh shit, I don't have any poisons.
Me either.
Shiv does nothing. My muscle memory can't stop it.
I think I got auto logged out.
I think we're outnumbered, George Chan.
Oh, I could come help.
You don't say.
You can't stop me, little Wes. Or
Oh wait, you guys are
Domin,
outnumbered by
bro.
who? Nobody, dude. Like it's just us here. I'm gonna
Looks like
appear
the
as
wind
this
is
random guy, dude.
You talking about the soda?
I could trade you some mage food, bro.
Hey, let him res.
Oh, I fell in.
Doing you clown.
Oh no. How long can we fight each other for once you like run out of there?
Like a minute.
It's Zuzu.
You cloaked? Oh my god. Wow, he cloaks and he runs, dude.
I just got res with no health.
Why'd you attack me then, dude?
Yeah, you were about to try to attack me, you fucker.
If I had used the right rank of Moonfire, I used rank 1 Moonfire on you for some reason. Instead of max rank Moonfire. You might have died, dude.
True. I don't need a haste potion. I don't do any damage. Oh, that's not fair.
What a fucking rogue! What do you mean not fair?
I'm being ganged up.
The break ends in like 2 more minutes.
It's not what the break timer says.
Well, I mean, the break timer said 5, but I don't have a... Did somebody actually make one in game?
Yeah.
No, nobody did. Well, I wasn't on.
It's got 40 seconds.
Oh, well, thank you for whoever did that. I didn't even fucking... I was offline. I didn't see it. Won't someone's add-on say a raid warning when it's over?
Probably.
I think it
maybe I
says
will.
it to everyone. 20 seconds left.
Yeah, but I wasn't on when the timer started, so I can't see it. Neskeva, what character are you even on? Oh, you're just not in the party anymore because you're fighting?
I'm still here.
Dude, I'm out of rum. I thought I had more rum. I only had one for one drink.
Why is
That's not good. You always have to. I always have enough on hand for at least like days. If I get stranded.
I swear I had more. I usually have more, but
Can you only buy liquor specific places in Argentina?
no, you can get it pretty easily. But
You
like,
can get it everywhere here.
I just thought I had more of it.
Break time is over, according to Dalvinhammer. So I'll just assume people made it back, and if they didn't, they can watch the recording. Watch the VOD. All right.
Let me get back to my corpse first.
We're doing a. We could do a pull timer. You know, why are we doing a ready check? See if people are here.
We have
Frida's
4
not
people
even here.
AFK.
Frida,
mean? I'm right here.
Zerker. Wow.
Me what?
Click the
Zerker's AFK
ready button.
class.
Oh, you hit the ready check? I wasn't. You know, I've only got one screen right now, man.
Okay. Oh yeah, you broke your other your
No, my
cat
cat
broke your
broke
other
my other.
monitor.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on. Next slide here. We're moving on to the Warriors, which I had a lot of content on this, and then I realized we only have one Warrior left. So, anyways, the Browns. We had tons of them in Classic, none of them in TBC. We're gonna have a ton of them in Wrath. They're not gonna Thunderclap. They're not gonna Demo. They're not moving out of Shadow Clash, but they will do more damage with Glaives than the Rogues will. So,
Hell
take
yeah.
that for what it's worth if you're playing in a raid group. Here's our one and only warrior, Mr. Trix. Winners of the Guys I'm Not AFK award. Honorable mentions for him. He's a sneaker salesman, and he'll also pilot your account if you need some arena rating. Here's a nice meme that Ryu made, but I noticed that he spelled even when Ryu is typing people's names, he pronounces them incorrectly, which I thought was interesting.
Korma.
Twix.
I need an edit of fucking.
Yeah, I thought that was the craziest thing when I saw that. I'm like, why did he type it as Twix? Anyways, so we're moving on to the hunters. Don't click off the misdirect. That's don't do that. You'll get someone killed. 2 of them are forced to play survival so that Frida doesn't complain about the raid comp. And we have way too many of them somehow. And they're the first ones that we're going to stick in a bad raid group if we have too many in the raid. So be ready to be sad. And there's what they're all after, that stupid thing. So here we have Lunk. That's an actual self-portrait of him. That's what he looks like in real life. And he played survival the entirety of TBC, and he never cared to go BM, so he's the survivalist. He's also the most likely to be having a Margarita award. And he is dealing with real life stuff, so he couldn't make it tonight, but he said that he is going to watch the VOD. So we love you, Lunk. Anyways, next hunter is Mr. Prowind. He's on the left, and there's Dougie on the right, for all of you who don't know who's who here. He's the winner of the about to show up all the healers on his Paladin in Wrath. He's going to show up and show them up when he swaps Pally to in Wrath. Honorable mentions here is, we're finished with Sunwell, boys. I'm retiring. And that he always sacrifices sleep to raid for some reason, which was crazy. He's like he's like going to work with 2 hours of sleep after the raids because he's a crazy guy. He did it anyways, and then he was like, shit, we're done, I'm out. Next up here is Zerker. He's winner of the he's a good looking dude award.
That's man.
All right.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Jesus
Look at
Christ.
this guy.
And honorable mentions here is he's always playing softball on Thursdays award, and he can't decide a Wrath main. Is he gonna play Hunter? Is he gonna play DK? Is he gonna play something else? Who the fuck knows what he's gonna play? He can't decide. Next up here we have Kadama. He was the first one in the guild to win the bow.
resume made.
And he's the winner of the only hunter that submitted a resume for consideration for the bow. So here is, for everyone's enjoyment, you can read his qualifications for the bow. As you see here, he's our first parsing BM hunter at the time, 8th overall, and I want everyone to know it was without proper gear. I was parsing this high without the right gear on. First in median parses, so that means he's always coming up. He was the hunter lead in Classic TBC from some other guild called Finta Kings. Very cool, I guess. He was the hunter lead in Classic WoW in another guild on Kratonos that we don't know anything about. I mean, I can't even fact check any of these. Like, how do I know that any of this is actually true? Like, am I gonna? You didn't give me any references. I can't call these guys and say, hey, do you know this Kadama guy? Was he a hunter in retail WoW from 2013 to 2014?
I'll make sure to include the references next time.
Yeah, and why is putting your retail WoW experience like wow, you played during Siege of Orgrimmar? That's
Where's your cover
interesting, I
letter?
guess. Yeah, no CV or no
This
cover
was
letter.
Minxie's version of the resume. Mine was less.
His was
Mine
worse.
was-
This is better. This one's way better. But as you see here, he's capable of building a fun, focused environment where content is cleared, but it doesn't feel try-hard, which that doesn't sound like Kadama at all. He always is try-harding, so I don't know why he put that on there. Maybe he's trying to pander. I don't know. It worked out.
That's if I'm leading the raid.
He was
Demon
born.
Slayers.
He's apparently only 2 years old. He was born on August 26, 2019. He's a 3-year-old baby from Shadow Glen, Tedrasil. He's a night elf. He's married to the best druid ever, Mongo Mike.
Hey, I'm not complaining. He can do whatever he wants.
Honorable mentions is he's Minxie's personal chef. Very nice of him to do that. And the confirming award. And you can see in this other picture here, Yeah, he claims that he always misdirects correctly, but look at this one. I caught him. MD on Moon Clan. Moon Clan has died. That's a bit
No, that was
strange.
correct. It was intentional.
We are killing Moon Clan. Very interesting. Next up here, we have Jagrin, who... I'll read this one. I'm disappointed. I like drinking. I'm posting because I'm drunk. I'm 34, from Maine. I'm a senior network engineer, and I've been playing WoW for far too long. And I have a really weird desire to touch Daquan, a.k.a. Christian, a.k.a. Bro, a.k.a. the other guy. That's Broshamdi. For all you don't know. He has a family. They're kind of cool. And he also likes drinking. That's a lot to learn about disappointed. You know, it's all you need to know. He joined sometime in Classic, and I can't find out when it was, but he's been around. He's the winner of he leveled the Hunter, because when he rejoined TBC, he was like, what do we need? We're like, we need Hunters. And then by the time he hit 70, we had 25 million Hunters. So it was kind of useless. But I guess we give him an award for it. So, you know, grats. Honorable mentions here, the Best Emergency Network Troubleshooter Award. He helped Seal Fate.
Yeah, dude.
That was a late minute change. I changed that at the last minute. He helped Seal Fate get his internet working to come. And then the other honorable mention here is he'll only speak when he's blackout drunk. So don't expect him to talk otherwise.
No, that's true. I'm drunk right now.
See?
As you should be.
See? Next up, we have Meltrolus. He's winning this award for he raided from work, and he ended up having to sleep at work, and we got our first twins kill. Honorable mentions that he'd rather play Beastmastery, and that I didn't realize he was a weeb until I Google searched the name Meltrolus, and I found this picture. And I'm like, wait a second, he's a weeb. He must be, right? There's no other explanation.
Is he here? Can you confirm?
He's not here. I don't know where he is. I mean, he's been traveling the world. Next up here, we have Wicked. He's the winner of left us for the summer to become an NFL Super Bowl champion head coach. And here he is with the Super Bowl champion trophy, you know? And from this year, or last year, you know, wow. I wonder what team it was. I don't remember seeing him in the news, but anyways, honorable mentions here is he shows up to raid anyways sometimes, which is nice, but then he always wants a spot. And he'll be back as soon as football is done. He'll be crawling back, so, you know, we'll see him again. Next up, we have Kite. Here's a picture of a kite, if any of you didn't know what one looked like. Got called up to fill a DPS slot in Sunwell, and he pumped all over the meters. I put Kite in here, and honorable mention they hit it and quit it ward, because literally we were short people in a Sunwell raid a couple weeks in a row. Like, I had some friends at Kite. I had people reach out to him to see if he would come play just to fill some empty DPS slots, and he was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. He showed up, he did pretty good damage, and then once we started clearing the raids, he left again, and I really appreciated that, so I included a slide for him in here. And that's it for the Hunters. On to the Mages. They're thirsty for mana. Don't ask them to sheep anything. They're using 6-month-old gear, and they're absolute pumpers. And here's a nice screenshot of the stupid shit they like to do during raids.
They just rushed.
Huh? Who said that?
No.
Oh.
Everybody run down.
Here we have Mr. Dougie. He is the winner of the most likely to toss a sandwich to a refugee out at sea. Some honorable mentions are the Brokeback 9 Award, and whatever happened to that Pumper Warlock friend of yours, who actually is joined us in Discord to watch the award show. So I guess he let her out of the basement and let her come watch this.
She's free.
I think Dougie kind of looks like your more handsome older brother.
Me?
Yeah.
You think he's more handsome than me? Wow. Wow. Okay.
Definitely looks taller than you.
I think he is taller than me.
Effectively taller than he looks, though.
I'm pretty normal size. Okay, wait. Funny.
Sven's probably
segue
like a
story
real
here. Wait.
gangly guy, though.
I have a hilarious story to tell you guys. It's a segue. I know it's the taller thing is what reminded. So the other day, I met a bunch of Stephanie's family. Right? She was having a big party at her house. A lot of family. I walked in on the conversation, and I heard her cousin go, "Wow, he's a lot smaller in person than he looks like in the pictures." And I thought that was a really weird thing to say about me. And I was like, well, I'm like, what do you mean? I'm pretty average. I'm pretty average size. And then Stephanie was like, you know what? Everyone does say that about him. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, really? Everyone tells you that stuff, that I'm way smaller in person than I am in the pictures? And I asked her, I'm like, what do you mean? Do I really look that small? And she was like, we're talking about the dog. And I'm like, oh. And I felt really stupid. So that was just a nice side story. Anyways.
I want you to know that Minxie is cackling her ass off.
It was
The
really
background
awkward. I
here.
felt like a dumbass, but you know, whatever. They were talking about Nico. Next up, we have A-Mage. Now, if you're talking about someone being big, look at this big boy. He is the winner of the Nobel Prize in Theoretical Mage DPS. Honorable mentions is he didn't use Ice Block Award, and he's also the most
It was
likely.
on GCD.
Oh my god.
The most. Oh, he has an excuse. Yeah.
It's always on GCD. Every time I die with that shit, it's on
Yeah,
GCD.
yeah,
and it's like
yeah,
I get
yeah,
blown up
yeah,
for 1,000 damage. And I'm dead.
Aim, did you use Ice Block? No.
Gotta anticipate the hit coming, dude.
You can't anticipate 8K crits.
Aim is also the most likely to just sit in Discord deafened for like all day, and like what is he doing in
Absolutely
here?
true.
He'll just be in here deafened for the entire day, and it just kind of confuses me. But you know, I mentioned it. I thought that was interesting.
Oh yeah, I just forgot to disconnect.
Next up, we have Luva or Lava, like Lava Boy. He's the most likely to get locked out of the house award. He's missed a raid once for locking himself out of the house, and I think also a second time. I think he's done it twice. Honorable mention was Yant didn't even know he was gay award, which I'm not sure why I'm giving him that award, but you know, I had to think of something. And then another one is that he raided at 0 brightness, like he had no power and he's raiding on his laptop, and he was wiping the raid on Twins because he couldn't see anything because his laptop had no power, and when he would get conflag, he would not notice and kill everyone. And it was really, really nice of him to do that. As soon as we made him leave, we killed the boss. So you know that was
with 23 people.
With 23 people, yeah.
What a trooper.
So here we have Cameraman. He's obviously the one on the right in this picture. He's the winner of the most likely to get Zuda's Innovate Award. Honorable mention is he's the second best consumable crafter because he's kind of like Zuda's assistant when it comes to crafting the consumables. And he's the most likely to miss raid to go to the doctors. Not very dedicated,
Too fucking true.
Oh
no, I
Raided
come to
on
raid
night
when I'm
had
fucking
surgery,
had
though.
surgery.
I know. Oh, you raided when you had surgery?
He's done
it,
yep.
Wow. Yeah, I thought I
Hospitals
just
have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, good. That's good. Next up, we have the priests. We always need another shadow priest. They're not going to hit master spells. No one's going to go disc, and they just kind of steal healing parses. Here's a picture. I mean, this is obviously just 2 priests, but I don't know why somebody scribbled Ziz's face out. And Neskimo was like, "No, I'm the priest, not you." I thought that was kind of interesting. So we have Zizu here. That's a very, very nice picture of Zizu.
Yeah.
He's the best parser of all TBC. He's been almost, if on all those infographics in the beginning, he was almost always near the top, or at the top, or somewhere. So that's good for Zizu. He also, it looks like, is that like a pistol going down into like your underpants tattoo? Like, what is that? That's really cringy, dude.
Yeah, I was 14 when I got that tattoo.
Is it got like, is on the end of the gun like a swastika or something? Pointing at his weenie?
Bullet for my Valentine logo.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh man.
Honorable mentions is, he's banned
needed
from
to get it
all public
finished.
discords. Banned from all public discords. Here's a ban log here.
You did
Zizu
now.
is banned for spamming porn videos. And he also gets a shout out for trolling Ryu. He always would, dude. Ryu would message me and be like, "Yo, Zizu said you guys have a raid spot for me." I'm like, "Why did Zizu tell you that? Like, why is?" He's like,
Sounds like he's
He believes you
trolling
every
you,
time.
not Ryu.
Well, Ryu, he knew Ryu would believe him every time. He was just like, "Oh, dude, the officer said you can come back." And then Ryu doesn't know any better, and he'll message me like, "You guys, I thought, you know."
Is he sticking his finger in his belly button?
He's like, I'm ready for an
Let's go
invite.
back. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it. What does it smell like? What did that button lint smell like, Zizu?
Spaghettios.
Anywho, next up,
Lavender.
we have a big heal daddy. He's the most likely to rip healing aggro and wipe the raid award, which happened a lot on like fights like Illidan and some other ones. Honorable mentions: he's often mistaken on the street for Jesus of Nazareth. And another honorable mention is that he got banned at absolutely the worst time ever, and it really sucked. And we hate him for that, but it's fine because he's back now. Next up, we have Ninja Strike. This is the same award he won last year, and it was that he just shows up whenever he's available, and he doesn't really give a fuck, and it's nice because he doesn't care, but he still shows up. Cool guy. Honorable mentions though is I wish he could raid all the damn time, so we weren't always trying to recruit another Shadow Priest, because that's a pain in the ass. And here's a great picture. Next up, we have Sheely, which I know nobody knows who this guy is, but I just thought it'd be funny to give him the winner of the Why Do We Need Zizu when we have Sheely at Home award. And honorable mention is who is Sheely? And is this guy Sheely? Is that why his DPS is the way it is? Dr. Norm Sheely. Maybe. We will never know. I don't think we'll ever know if this is really him, but it might be.
We can only hope.
Next up, we have the Warlocks. They're purple pumpers. They fight over who gets to Doom. They probably didn't remember to use Curse of Wreck. They pump more than the mages, and they need less support. They miss their Ellie Shaman brothers, though, and none of them want to play Affliction. And this is obviously no one in our guild because they're in Orgrimmar, but, whatever. I had to put something. So here we have Fistlin. He's the winner of not most likely because he actually did this, but, he bought gold to buy Sunfire Rope pattern, and then it dropped in raid the very next day. So congrats, Fistlin, for that. And honorable mentions is he'll always play Affliction because he knows that it means that I won't care if his parses aren't as good and we'll still invite him to raid. But he always shows up right on time, right when the raid starts. So good for Fistlin. Next up, we have Laz. Yeah, his character name is Redshirt. I thought when his character was named that, I thought he was referencing this guy. That's what I thought it was. Anyways, this is the second year in a row. I don't know, Laz. Is that not why your character's named Redshirt? Is it just an unrelated coincidence?
It's a Star Trek thing.
Oh, I thought he was talking about this guy. Anyways, so second years in a row we're giving him. He just is always just knows like random shit that you didn't ever know, and he'll just like mention it. He'll like post random crazy crap in Discord of strats we never thought about. He's just like a real knowledgeable guy, but like niche knowledge that you're never really thinking about. Honorable mentions was why the hell is his raids on up tentative in Wrath? Like, are you gonna quit? Are you not playing? What's that about? And the sleeper shaman main award because he would always be willing to swap to a shaman mid Sunwell for some reason. I don't know. Maybe he thought it was fun or he just wanted to get some healing parses, but he loved swapping shaman for no reason to help out the heals. Next up, we have Vrap, or Veggie Wrap.
Nice.
He was in our guild in Classic, and he left for a while, but then he came back right before we went to Benediction, and he rejoined us. And I'm giving him this award where he's actually been around for a long-ass time, and we don't really know anything about this guy. I don't have much to say. I don't know anything about him, but he's been in the guild for a while, and we're really glad he's back. That's the honorable mention there. We're glad he's back, even though we don't really know. He's a quiet but reliable guy. That's what I have to say about
There was a
Vrap.
time he was competing with Kubi for first level 60 Warlock, I believe, right?
In the server, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys don't remember me summoning you all to Desolus?
Yeah,
I do remember that. Yeah, I remember that. It's just like, it was, yeah. Didn't he
Wasn't
beat
that so we
Kubi
could watch
he
Dragon's
was the
Rage and
first level,
Remote duel each
was
other
the
out
first
there?
level 60 Warlock in Sulfuris. He beat Kubi, I think. Maybe not. I can't remember.
No, I had to go back to work.
Oh. Anyways, next up is Girth Bolt, winner of the Best DJ of TBC Award. Here's a little snippet of the kind of music he likes to listen to when he thinks no one's watching what he's queuing. Honorable mentions are he's the most likely to be outside on a smoke break but still in Discord. And he's also the most likely to be down to play party games after raid. But probably the most likely to get declined as well, because we're always like, you know what,
Also true.
Then we have Lil Rec, and he always plays Affliction, but it turns out he doesn't want to play Affliction at all and really wants to play Destro, and is just too much of a shy guy to say anything about it. But he, he would rather play Destro, and he also is the most likely to get cucked by me because I don't read party chat. There's been many times that he tried to collude on gear in the Warlock party chat, and I just outbid him and won it over him, and he was pissed. And I didn't really care, but it was kind of funny. I mean, I was nice about it. I'm like, I'll give it to you, and he's like, no. Next up, we have DXG. He's the winner of the Acme Award. I don't do it as good as him. I wish he was here to show us, but he does that really well. Also, what in tarnation does his character name mean? Is it is this it? Is it a camera? I don't know. I don't really know. And he's the most likely to want to reprog trash because he just loves reprogging trash. It's his absolute favorite thing. We're moving on to the druids. Here's all the different druid forms. Gotta stack those life blooms though, but you always bring a chicken, help the melee. Feral DPS actually kind of pumps more than I thought it. I was shown it can pump. Feral tank, Biss. B-res and innervate, dude, druids got it all. Also, in pre-patch, you no longer have to do the fish form quest, so I'm gonna have fish form in pre-patch, I think. So that's a big win for me.
Playing the long game, yeah.
It's about
Nope, I never did it. Still don't have fish form.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So first up here we have Rawis. He's honestly doing some really satanic things right now. Why would you do that to a tree, man? He's burning the tree alive. That's really fucked up. He's suicidal. Yeah, it's Teldrassil. He's Sylvanas.
Teldrassil cosplay.
Yeah, he's the winner of the most likely to let his pots fall off the tanks award. Honorable mentions. I've still never heard him speak. I don't know if he is a mute or if what's that about. But he loves the guild sponsors consumables, dude. He pops them in pots ever since we started handing them out. He's like, don't mind if I do, slurp slurp. Next up, we have Zuja. She's the winner of the guild's Potion Master Award. She all the guild consumables. If you don't know, Nesk buys the mats, and Zuja and Cam craft them all into consumes, and they spend shitloads of time on it. And not that it's it's just time consuming, and we appreciate the help. Honorable mentions here is she's the most likely to be doing some erotic roleplay with cameraman on the emotes during the raid. Very nice. And the Pack Rat Award for if you've seen the screenshots of her, she'll have alts with guild banks just full of shit, just full of stuff. She's a bit wild. And also, she wasn't here earlier when we wished happy birthday to Uthric and her, but happy birthday again, Zuda, now that you're here.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Sorry we're not singing, but you weren't here on time. We thought about singing, but Next on the list here, we have Blue Fury. I don't want to read all of this, but essentially here's a message of somebody messaging me, trying to join our guild, saying they were a pumper resto druid. And it was pretty obviously a troll. And I was like, wait a second. We had a guy who sounds a lot like you in our guild. And he was like, yeah, that guy sounds like a dick. And then I'm like, yeah, what's your character name for an invite? And then this guy's like, oh, just my name backwards. I'm like, oh, bitch, dude. What the fuck? So he got me pretty good here, with catfishing me to pretend to be a resto druid. He's the most likely to sign up for raid as bench and snag some DKP for free, even though he is not actually available to raid. So you watch out for that guy. Zizu. Zizu tried that, didn't work. Honorable mention, yeah, best at trolling me. He's hilarious. Look at this. I mean, there was more to this screenshot. It's more embarrassing than you think. He had me going for half a day. It was pretty bad.
Fooled, dude.
He had me. No, he had me fooled. But I did. I was talking into him. This seems weird. Next up, we have Minxie, which is the most likely to just randomly yell "Ay caramba" or something like that into Discord during the boss fight.
Spanish interventions are fun.
Honorable, yeah. I mean, it's always funny, I think, because we'll be raiding and she'll just be yelling at Kadama in Spanish during a boss fight, and we're like, Minxie, shut up. She's like, oh, sorry. Honorable mentions, thanks for keeping Kadama in line. Someone's got to do it. And she's the most likely to actually have saved her innervate to be used on someone useful instead of using it on a mage or herself. So we appreciate that from Minxie.
That's very nice.
You didn't Google her name, did you?
No,
No need.
I knew not to do that.
Thank you.
Why? What happens when you Google her name?
Oh, you'll see.
Well, now that Kadama said it, it's people can go do that on their own time.
I didn't know you said it.
I wasn't the one who was gonna say that, but Kadama did, so that's fine.
You should have gave her the stripper award when you asked her where she.
Okay, yeah. Okay, there was one
for my
time.
actual picture.
Yeah, she joined Discord one time, and her Discord logo was a picture of herself, and I didn't see whose name it was, and I just saw my Discord overlay pop up, and I go, "Who is the stripper that just joined the Discord?" And she's like, "That's me." I'm like, "Oh, this is awkward," but she was really cool about it. She didn't get offended by me. She thought it was funny, and I was a little embarrassed because I was a dumbass. Next up here, we have Doomkin, and he's the winner of the most likely to say something really toxic in Raid Chat. Here's some screenshots of him and I whispering, and he's like, I was telling him I was excited because I got Zardoom, and then the very same raid he got Zardoom, and then he was like, "You have Skull Dan yet?" And then you're cut. Like, he's just being mean to me. And here he is putting emotes in chat. Mike loves those. The reacts. Honorable mentions, he's the worst chef, but he's got better English than Nesk. But it turns out he might not actually be Italian. I don't really know. Francis and I were talking about this today. It's a bit strange. Like, he claims that he's not really an Italian immigrant, and he just made all that up. But like, why would we have not believed him? And he was like, "Got you guys." I'm like, that's a weird thing to make up, but cool, I guess.
So the entire expansion, he pretended to be Italian?
I don't know.
I mean, he honestly, you gotta come.
That's actually pretty funny.
You gotta give it to him, dude. He committed to the meme.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he could be lying still, but
Does
either
he
way,
actually speak Italian?
he's never spoke ever in Discord. Like, he's never said a word.
I know his real name and phone number.
Wait, you know? Why do you have his name and phone number?
I
Do you
do
know
too.
him, Testicles? Oh, I know why you guys have that, because you buy gold from him. If you're looking for, I should have put that on there.
Yeah. Hold on. One sec.
Text
I'll tell
him.
you his real
Say,
name.
"Hey, are you Italian? Is his name Vidi Mario or something?"
Let me check my Venmo.
Now I'll just say, is it an Italian name? That's all I want to know.
Like Michael Alfredo or something.
Yeah. Michael Alfredo.
It's kind of like my full name almost.
Next up, we have Xerix, and he's the #1 new Pumpro award. This guy was showing off what Feral Druid can do. I remember the first raid he came in, and he did like 2,800 DPS on twins, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy's insane. Honorable mentions for him: good luck becoming a vet. He's quitting WoW to go to veterinary school. But unlike Minxie here, he's the most likely to use Innervate on himself to power shift, so he won't have his Innervate for the healers, and he also won't have any mana to B-res. So he's quite the selfish druid boy. Yeah, that's the cost. Next up, we have the Paladins, which, is Ret still meme in TBC? People thought it might be. Turns out it wasn't. You need 3 per raid. You want 1 of each specs. They're holy magicians. They can solo tank pretty much all the bosses. They're Chad tanks, Chad DPSs, absolute beta Karkov healers, though. That's the only problem with Paladins. Most useless healer. But their time's coming in Wrath. Be ready. We have Hermar here, and now this one I think you should take the time to read. It's pretty funny. So I'll just summarize the funny part. It's like, okay, imagine you're prot. You're fighting 3 mobs slowly, because you're prot. The mobs just keep coming inconveniently, but you want your mana thistle, so you're fighting. And you finally kill them all, and then some asshole named Hermar, just as you down them, comes and steals the mana thistle, and then you're like, oh dude, I was just going to get that, and he says, lol. What should I do in that situation? This was a message to, I think, Frida or something. And
Yeah,
Frida's
that's definitely
response
me in
was,
the bottom of that corner right there.
Frida was just like, you just get over it. And I thought this was funny because I was like, you know what? Hermar is not the guy that I would expect a complaint
turns out
about some
he's,
sort
like,
of.
kind of
Yeah,
an
it turns
asshole.
out he's a toxic guy. No, he's not an asshole. He's a mana thistle stealer, and I would have never known that. Would never suspected that. He's the winner of the most likely. He shows up every week to raid. He does all his holy paladin well. He's a chill guy, so I just give him a shout out for that. He just kind of shows up to raid and pumps the heals and goes home. Next up, we have Uthric. He's the winner of the most likely to try to convince us to try a really stupid sounding strat that he read about on the Pally Discord award, and I realized there's a little typo in there.
Award.
Yeah, award. Honorable mentions here is, look at this picture. He's not quite as big and strong as you might think. See that? He's pretty small in that picture. And he's also the most likely to be questioned by the pugs about what spec he's playing. Like, he'll join your heroic dungeon group as a healer, and then all of a sudden the recount will look like this, and he'll be at the top, and he won't be casting any heals, and you're like, what's going on with this guy? He's a bit strange. So shout out to Uthric.
Hell yeah, dude.
A holy wizard.
Next up, we have Jorshan. He's the winner of the Paladin Master Award, which I feel like is pretty much similar to what he got last year, but it's still, he's learned every spec, he's got every item, he's done every role, and now he's hanging up his judgments and he's joining the Brown Boys.
Brown down.
Yep, he's done. He's retired. He's completed his Paladin journey, and he's retiring the Holy Lights. Honorable mentions is that he leveled up an entire second Pally to 60 just so he could play a Space Ghost. What a dumbass. He's also the most likely to fill in for some last-minute arena games. So that's always a good thing. If you're looking for some arena points on a Monday night, call up this guy. Next up here we have Susie Thor. Very nice cat picture there. He's the winner of the most deaths in all of TBC out of anyone in the whole raid. The suicide award, so to speak. Honorable mentions that he finally stuck up to his jerk boss and quit. For those of you who don't know, Anna Kush used to be his boss, and then he got a new job. So that's just like a joke. Anna's not really a jerk. I just thought it would be funny for Anna and Floyd to read that, because they're, other honorable mention there.
Her mic's not working.
Oh, her mic's not working. Also, though, the problem with him sticking up to his jerk boss and quitting is his new job. He can't make the raid times as easy, so that kind of sucks.
Not worth.
It's not really. Yeah, I mean, but we'll see how Wrath plays out. And another honorable here is Flying High, dude. This guy, look at his eyeballs here in this picture. There's he's high.
Zooted.
He's fucking zoinked out right there. So that's Susie Thor. He's great. Next up, we have Lil Wes. This is Lil Wes right here, this old man in the burgundy shirt. He's just pondering the DPS meters right here. There's some firemen. There's some other people out. There's this guy in the cowboy hat in the background. I thought that guy seemed pretty cool. I don't know if it's a fireman or a policeman. He looks like he's about to give us a old yeehaw. But he's getting the best bench player award. Not to sound like a bad thing, but he came back late. And he knew we didn't really have a raid spot for another Ret Pally, and he always just signed up for a raid anyways, knowing that we'd put him on the bench. And he just kept signing up, and he kept filling in when we need, and then he ended up actually being in literally every single first kill of every boss in all of Sunwell. He was on the team, and it was really clutch. And he never once was bitching why am I never getting in the raid group? And he worked his way in to actually be a really useful raider. So that's pretty good. Honorable mentions here is that he actually set his house on fire to try to skip raid. This whole picture here, he set the fire himself. I read about it on the news. He didn't get arrested because I was able to testify on his behalf that we cleared the boss. So lucky for him. But also honorable mention is he actually was in the guild for a while in phase 1 of TBC, but nobody really remembered because he was on a warrior named Rageblade. And he also, I feel was much more quiet. He's a lot more talkative guy nowadays. But we're happy he's back. He's chill. This dude in this picture is not actually him, obviously. I have no idea who that guy is. Anyways, next up. Oh, that's it. So we're on to the Never Forgotten. The homies who have always been in our hearts. They remind us of the good old days. They always have it in if they want it back. Well, that's sort of true-ish. But let's be honest, they'll be back for Wrath. Here's a nice mail from Astro Penguin. Lose one friend, lose all friends, lose yourself. Really weird thing to.
That is such an Astro Penguin.
Really weird thing to
say.
Go like Astroans.
Look at the subject. It says "Me Manifesto."
I still have his manifesto in my.
You still have the. Yeah, this was a screenshot of him. He sent this to Dougie. This was a mail from Astro to Dougie. Here's a picture of Frida finding Gnomely escaped from the basement. So yeah, the Never Forgotten. Here we have Grandola. He's the most likely to pick up a homeless man in Toronto and help him turn his life around award. Honorable mention. Cutest couple. Look at these two. They're gorgeous. I don't know when their wedding is. It's sometime this year, I think. So congrats to them. He says he's coming back for Wrath. I mean, he's always he'll be around in phase 1 and he'll get bored and quit. But we'll probably see him around again. And he's also the most American Canadian. This guy loves America, dude. He's all about it. But he lives in Canada. Next up, we have Scott Tater.
Fucking look at that dump truck.
Yeah, he is the winner of the dump truck award, you know, and that there's not much to say. I don't think this is photoshopped. It looks
Real
pretty.
deal.
I reversed
deal.
image searched it to make sure it was actually legit.
Who put this song on? This song's so perfect.
Wait, what's playing? I have it muted.
Sarah McLachlan.
Oh, that's funny. Honorable mentions is he's trying to slide right back into the raid award. We actually did bring him into a couple of Sunwell runs and got him some gear, got him some Sunwell experience. Obviously, we can't have him on every boss because his gear's a bit was too far behind, but he's trying to slide back in. And then also, there's no way that Brady said all that stuff about my mom on his own.
It's
That's his
Brody.
other award. Brody, oh my god, it is. You're right. Whatever.
You have to change it for the final edit.
I'll have to change it. It's Brody. My bad, dude. I knew that too. Now I feel stupid. Here we go. Next up is Corvo, winner of the Softest Hair Award. Honorable mentions is I've never seen him look at Helka the way he's looking at Tunic right now. Award. And
he grabbed my ass in one of these pictures.
And the Make Way for the DK King Award, because he's coming, baby. He's coming.
I love him.
Next up, we have Helka, who is the winner of the... Why did she post such like a zoomed out picture of this, their wedding? I mean, like, you can kind of see it, but it's like, Jesus, they look like ants.
It's not a picture of them, it's a picture of the fucking...
It's a pretty...
This is the only picture that she posted. Like, she was like, hey, we got married. Here's the picture. It's it.
He was very proud of the house.
It is pretty. It is very pretty. Fun fact about Helka and Corvo, they couldn't make it to the award ceremony tonight because Helka's family is in town for a IKEA extravaganza. They're going to IKEA together. They're probably having meatballs right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I read that.
Honorable mentions is the Guys Let's Run Some Keys award and the most toxic ARAM player.
She is pretty
You don't want she's fucking you don't want to be around that bitch. She'll drop some gamer words if you're not careful. Not cool. Next up here we have Manastorm.
Yes.
Where oh baby, look at those eyes. He told me he was going to be here tonight, so that's why I included him in the slideshow. But then he didn't show up. But you know he'll probably watch the VOD. But look at those eyes. Honorable mention is how long is he going to play Wrath until he decides to quit again? Award. We'll find out. And then the other mention is hide your buttholes. I'm coming.
Yeah, that's how he looks at you right before he fucks you in the ass.
Yeah, right. He it looks like a right. You get drawn in, and then boom, he gets you. And you're like, whoa. And the last one here is the two-time. He doesn't win any awards.
He doesn't deserve to be here.
No, it's just a slide. No awards though. Just check the logs. The two-time.
That guy was a
more
mean
hot.
machine, dude. You
He
can't
was
forget about him.
he was recruited by Frida, so you can blame Frida. He was banned by Frank. Here's some interesting memes. Who's ready for the fourth time to come back? Here's something saying like, oh, who put someone on a roster and then G kicks them on invite, blacklist them, and then I G kicked him right there. That was fun. Here's another clip one where I have to get to the link. It's a good link. It's kind of inappropriate, but we're gonna watch it anyways.
Is it one of those YouTube videos?
I don't think so. It's gonna open it on my Discord.
Continue in browser. Says
Oh
right there.
yeah. Oh god, what the hell?
Leak.
Two-figure.
Verizon.net.
Oh my god, my email. This is an old email. All right, I can just do it in.
Sign 'em up.
I can get the video some other time and just link it to people, or I can open it
Have
in
it
here
open
and
in Discord.
Well, here's the thing: is that I can. Is there a way to get like a?
You know
whatever.
he cleared his browser before because the only thing that shows up is hockey and chess.
Okay. Well, anyways, I can at people. We don't have to watch the video together. It was pretty funny.
Just link it.
But I can at people. You know, I can at someone. I actually started watching it on accident on my own computer.
Yeah, just link it in Discord.
It's in our Discord. Rayu posted it. So here, I'll just post a link to it here. I'm gonna reply to it and say lol. And it's in general chat now at the bottom. You guys can watch that on your own time. I just said lol. If you click on that link, you can watch it on your own time. It's pretty funny if you haven't seen it. So, finally, we have the results from the Guildie of the Year Awards. here are all the nominations. I'm not going to read all these. Everyone's already seen them, and these are just what you guys wrote for the nominations. So all these people, totally great. Like everyone here on this list has been like super helpful to our guild and TBC. So we appreciate them all. But it was a public vote, you know, court of public opinion. We'll see who. So in third place here, I was gonna set it up to do like the little stupid transitions and go like one bullet at a time, but then it was like way too much of a pain in the ass on Google Sheets. So I just said, fuck it. So it's just gonna pop one person at a time, and so when I hit next, you'll see who came in third place. And it's, oh, this one actually freaking did do the animations, but they were kind of broken. So anyways, Zuja is winning dual spec gold, so 1,000 gold. She's a druid by day, streamer by night. Watch for her emotes to cam. And we're giving her a shout out for slaving away every week to get the consumes, so congrats to her.
Hey, grats.
Next up in second place.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah. Second here, we have Mr. Zizu. He's going to get 2,000 gold for dual spec and his cold weather flying. I mean, you guys can obviously use this gold for whatever the fuck you want. I just thought I would put that there because I thought it was neat to think about. Highest shout out to him for he parsed high as fuck in all of TBC. He's often showing up to both raids on his priests because we didn't have extra priests, and it's the best we could do. So thank you, Zizu. And then
dude.
Now this first place, I'll tell you guys, the person who won first received over 65% of all of the votes. So it was quite a landslide here for number one, and it's Mr. Jorshan, and he's gonna win a He's gonna win a 7,000 gold little bonus here for his dual spec cold weather flying and some extra cash going into Wrath. But this guy, yeah, I'm giving him 7, so he's getting dual spec cold weather and then 5 extra.
God damn.
No more strat.
So,
no more strat.
He's always willing to log on to help you with a dungeon. He'll always log on to get some BGs done. This guy will always log on to help you get points. He'll want to play some ARAMs. He'll help you refine your gear sets if you're a paladin. Like I know there's times he's helped Dalbin. There's times he's helped out Lil West. Like he's just all around like one of the most helpful guys. And it shows because he got like, you know, a huge chunk of the votes. So we love Jorsh. Congrats to him.
Congrats, man.
And
Well deserved.
Fucking Jorshan.
And that's it, boys. I can't believe that we made it to Dragonfly.
When you say ARAMs, do you mean ARAMs in League of Legends?
Legends, yeah.
I
Hell
know
yeah,
people
dude.
still played that.
Dude, Scalies unite. Let's go.
I was like gonna use the copy pasted. Can't believe we
Fine,
made it to
expansion
Wrath
for
strat
me.
or to TBC like I did last time. But I'm like, this will be funnier. But then it's like not. It didn't end up being that funny. But that's okay. That's it. We're done.
Thanks for putting that together, Sven. That was great.
Yeah, thanks.
Great.
That was awesome.
Hell yeah.